everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brian, this is Carlson Adventures. Today I'm going to do a review on a piece of gear I've had for 2 years now, and I feel it's time I finally gave this thing a proper review. I've definitely had enough time in it. So what I've got today is my hammock. It is made by Sheltowee Hammock Company. They are a company out of Lexington, Kentucky, and it's not quite as well known, I guess, as some of your other popular brands like War Bonnet, Dutch, Dream Hammock, those kind of companies. But I heard of them 2 years ago and decided to give them a try, and I've been happy ever since. Absolutely no complaints about this hammock at all. So I'm going to show you some of the features about it, tell you some of the specs on it, everything. So I'm going to bring this a little closer to the camera for you guys and go over it before I set it up for you. Okay, on this hammock, comes in a its own double-ended stuff sack, and they've got some kind of patent on it. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but basically it's just like a normal double-ended stuff sack. The exception of it does have this pouch on the outside of it, and it's secured together 4 cam snaps, and it makes it really convenient, because what it's for is to actually hold your tree straps in it. I normally don't carry my stakes in there. I just did it for hiking out here in the woods, normally in a regular stake bag, but this part is waterproof, so if it does happen to rain overnight, your straps are wet, you don't have to worry about trying to keep a different bag or something like that to keep them in, or putting them outside your pack. It keeps it all together still, but it'll keep your hammock from getting wet if you want to carry it all together. So I really like that feature. Obviously the hammock did come with 2 12-foot straps. They're sewn on the end, a loop. I've actually went ahead and put some Dutch hooks on there just for out of convenience. But yeah, it comes with the 12-foot tree straps and the waterproof pouch to keep them in, which is really nice. And it has the cinch buckle suspension system already attached. That's nice. That's what I was already currently using on my other hammock. So yeah, you can open it up, take your straps out. It's made out of the same material and everything that your hammock is made out of. So yeah, it's a really neat feature about this hammock. I haven't seen anybody else doing this, so that was one feature that definitely drew me to the hammock. It's a little different than everybody else's. So with all that gone over, we'll get the hammock set up, and I will show you what it looks like set up. Okay, now we've got it set up. Some specs on this hammock. It is made out of the 1.6 ripstop nylon. I've never weighed it, but they say with straps and buckles and everything in its cinch sack, the way it comes, I believe it's just under 2 pounds. So it's not the lightest hammock, but it's not the heaviest either. Some features about this hammock that I like. The way they've made this is they actually have the pullouts right here attached to the bug net. We've got 2, one on each side, and just it's attached with a piece of shock cord. You can bring it down and just stake it into the ground, and it really keeps that bug net up and away from your head. And it's just, I mean, it's different than anything I've ever seen. But these hammocks are symmetrical, which means that you can lay head right, foot left, head left, foot right, either side. There's no determined head in or foot in. It's however you want to set it up. They do have zippers on each side of the hammock for your bug net. So you set it up, it really doesn't matter which side is which, you know, zippers on each side. The stuff sack does stay attached, and one thing about their straps that I've noticed is the way you can adjust them. It's pretty much, you know, the same cinch buckle looking deal there, but it has this little tab on it right here, and this tab makes it easy, one-handed operation basically, that you can just give it a pull and it'll actually lower your hammock or you can pull the strap, raise your hammock back up. Makes it real easy. If you've ever used cinch buckles before, you know sometimes you've kind of got to grab them here and kind of try to pull back on the buckle, and sometimes they want to bind. These make it really nice. You can just grab that on that, pull it back, loosen or tighten. It does come with a structural ridge line. The bug net itself does not detach, but if you're hanging around camp and you want to just throw it back out of your way, you can just unzip on each side here. Then you can do one or two things. You can unzip it, and you can take your shock cord off of your stake that I've got in the ground, or if you want to leave it staked out, I'll try to do this two-handed here. Okay, this actually hooks on the shock cord with a loop, so you can just undo that on each side, leave your shock cord laying on the ground. It's already staked in. You're ready to go to bed at night. You can just pick that up, hook it back on there. But the bug net does flip over, so if you wanted to chill out, use it as your camp seat or whatever, it's there for you. The ridgeline organizer did not come with it. That's something I bought off of Dutch's website and added afterwards. But overall, 2 years, had no complaints, no problems. It's just been a great hammock. It's super comfortable. So if you're in the market for a new hammock, I would strongly suggest checking them out at least. They are reasonably priced. This is the Halfshell model. They've got this in what they call the Zip Halfshell, which is the model I have has the bug net with zippers. They do have what they call the B model, and it's got like a B net over it, and it's a bottom entry bug net. I didn't really care for that, but to each his own. They do have a couple other models. Actually, you can actually get them with an integrated underquilt. So if you're a newbie and you're looking for a whole new setup, that might be a different way to go too. And they are, like I said, priced really well as far as a whole setup like that. So the only other thing I would say maybe a downside to some people is they're not as customizable as like the Dream hammocks. I know Dream hammocks, you can get every color underneath the sun. You can get a top cover. You can choose zipper pulls, color of your stitching, all that. But if you're just looking for a great hammock that is built well, that'll last you, and you don't have to have all those thrills and bells and whistles and everything, I would strongly recommend this. They do have a variety of colors, I believe. Maybe gray, brown, red, blue, like a dark olive, which is actually a really sharp color. My wife just bought one this year, and she's digging that. So Sheltowee Hammock Company, the Halfshell Hammock Zip model, check them out. Okay, so here you have it. Review is out on the Sheltowee Hammock. So if you like this video, do me a favor, give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. Got a few other videos for gear reviews and that, a few hiking trips, and I've got a lot more planned for this season. So subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell up there, and it'll let you know when I do put out any more videos. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the trail.